Boost your sales with AI. I'm John McGowan with Mathematical Software. I can be reached at CEO at mathematical-software.com. I'm going to discuss using our math recognition AI technology to boost sales by determining how best to allocate your advertising budget among competing advertising methods at no extra cost. I research and develop highly mathematical software. This includes developing gesture recognition at Apple, image processing for HP Labs, and several years developing image and video quality metrics and other image and video compression related technology at NASA. I've worked for a number of startup companies, including a successful startup, Comcore Multimedia, acquired for $60 million, now part of Qualcomm, where I was a key contributor for Soft DVD, arguably the first successful commercial software DVD and MPEG-2 player. I have a Ph.D. in particle physics from the University of Illinois at Urbana. As part of my Ph.D., I worked on data analysis for projects at the Stanford Linear Accelerator Center, known as SLAC, in Palo Alto, California. I have a BS in physics from Caltech, the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena, near Los Angeles. Half the money I spend on advertising is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half. This is a famous saying attributed to John Wanamaker, who owned a giant department store in Philadelphia in the 1800s. Today, there are a plethora of advertising methods: Yelp, Facebook, Google Ads, podcast, old methods like billboards, with more and more every day. It's often difficult to tell what is working and how well and what is not working. What if you could take the money wasted on bad advertising methods and spend it only on the methods that work best? More sales for the same ad budget at no extra cost. To maximize your sales, you need to know the mathematical formula or function that predicts your sales from the inputs you control, expenditures on various ad methods, and the inputs you don't control, the state of the economy as it affects your business. Your sales and ad expenditures are in your accounting system, such as QuickBooks. The Federal Reserve and other sources provide metrics such as the gross domestic product, or GDP, that show the state of the economy. In the slide, the blue peaks are the unknown mathematical function. The red plus signs show the actual data from your accounting system and other sources. The Math Recognition AI program has a large and growing database of known mathematics, recognizes the most likely matches, that's between the red plus signs and the blue shape, then estimates the ad expenditures that maximize sales at no extra cost. This presentation uses actual data from McDonald's annual reports to illustrate the math recognition AI technology in action. The math recognition AI finds a sales model for McDonald's with 97.3% agreement with the data. The green line is the annual revenues from the McDonald's annual reports. The blue line shows the predicted annual revenues from the radio and TV and ad cooperatives expenditures from the reports, and the U.S. gross domestic product from the Federal Reserve. Ad cooperatives are agreements with product manufacturers and distributors to jointly market and advertise. For example, McDonald's appears to work closely with Coca-Cola, a major supplier. The AI-discovered sales model indicates the radio and TV advertising has negligible effect on sales. The annual sales, the green line, shows almost no response to the huge spike in radio and TV advertising a few years ago. The sales model predicts spending the entire advertising budget on the ad cooperatives will maximize sales, boosting sales by about $4.3 billion. A boost of sales of $4.3 billion at no extra cost. This plot shows the jump from the old sales, the historical sales from the annual reports, to the new sales from the sales model prediction under the most likely future economy. The U.S. gross domestic product, or GDP, the magenta line, is a proxy for the state of the U.S. economy. A boost of sales of $4.3 billion at no extra cost. The predicted sales boost is easier to see when looking only at the historical and predicted future sales. These plots are for the most likely future GDP based on the simple model of future GDP, also found by the math recognition AI. A boost of sales of $4.3 billion at no extra cost. The AI also estimates a 95% confidence level lower bound for an unlikely future, very poor economy. Even so, a boost of sales of $3.1 billion at no extra cost. The AI also estimates a 95% confidence level upper bound for an unlikely, there's only a few percent chance of this, future booming economy. A boost of sales of $3.7 billion at no extra cost. The model suggests a stronger economy may adversely affect sales. This may reflect that McDonald's is inexpensive food of limited quality. Under a booming, strong future economy, customers may switch from McDonald's to finer, more expensive restaurants or foods. Preliminary studies such as McDonald's suggest boosts of sales of 10 to 20% are possible for some companies at no extra advertising cost. Mathematical software is focusing on small to medium-sized businesses with 1 to perhaps 1,000 employees, sales from $150,000 a year to as much as $150 million. The potential return on investment is greater than 50% even for one-person firms and higher for bigger firms. Boost your sales with AI. Mathematical software is seeking potential customers who may benefit from optimization of their ad expenditures. We need to analyze your sales and advertising expenditures combined with metrics of the state of the economy, such as the U.S. gross domestic product. We will sign a reasonable non-disclosure agreement. We will work with you to anonymize your data, replacing names of customers, advertising vendors, and others with code names known only to you. If the math recognition AI is unable to find a good sales model, we'll stop at that point and return to you in the future if improvements in the AI later find a good model. If the math recognition AI finds a good model that suggests sales can be boosted significantly, we'll discuss this with you to design a strategy to maximize your sales for a fee. You can reach us at CEO@mathematical-software.com.